Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you my top 10 wedding hot takes. As a wedding photographer and a recent bride, I have a lot of spicy opinions that some people don't agree with, but I wanna tell you these things because I think it's important for you to know. So wedding hot take number 1 is that weddings are not a family reunion. I think so many people put pressure that you should invite every single relative that you maybe barely even know, people that haven't really been in your life, and this can be a huge cost to the couple getting married. So if there's people that you don't want to invite to your wedding, people that there are virtually strangers to you, even if they're distant relatives, you do not have to invite them. That's what a family reunion is for. But your wedding day is about celebrating your love and being with the people that you love. Wedding hot take number 2 is that there are too many first looks. People nowadays are like, I'm gonna do a first look with my bridesmaids and then with my dog and my parents and then also my boss, and I'm just gonna do a first look with every single person that's attending my wedding. Like, please, can we calm down with the first looks? Let me know what you think, if you like first looks or if you've done any or are going to do any. But in my opinion, it can be a nice photo op, but it's not necessary. I think other than first look with the bride and groom, there's not really many other emotional reactions and touching moments that you're really gonna need to remember. Maybe a parent, but other than that, I just think there's too many first looks. We don't need to have all of them. Let me know what you think. Wedding hot take number 3 is that if your bridal party has to spend thousands of dollars to be in your wedding, you are doing too much. If you want to have a huge bridal party and you can afford that in your budget, that's something that's a priority for you, by all means go for it. But then you should also be willing to pay for most of the cost, because all of your friends shouldn't be expected to have to front thousands of dollars, maybe even go into debt for your wedding depending on their financial situation. So if it's something attainable for you, have as many bridal party members as you want, but make sure that it's at a cost that everyone can afford. Wedding hot take number 4 is that the bride and groom shouldn't leave each other's side on the wedding day. I've seen so many couples kind of get split apart as the reception happens, and one is talking to one family and one is talking to another, and before long, they've spent most of their reception apart from each other. And I just think that shouldn't be the case. I know there's a lot of people you love and want to see, but do this together. This is your first few hours as a married couple, so stick together for the rest of your wedding day. You won't regret it. Wedding hot take number 5, I know this one is gonna make some people mad, but in my opinion, dry weddings are great. I see so many comments online of people complaining about dry weddings, being really mad, really upset if a couple has a dry wedding, and I just think that alcohol is not required to have a good time, and it shouldn't be something that people feel entitled to at a wedding. It's courteous for the bride and groom that if they want to have a dry wedding, they should let their guests know ahead of time so that no one feels blindsided or has different expectations. But I don't think anyone should be expected to have to provide alcohol at their wedding. Don't judge other people because you don't know the reasons why they may choose to have a dry wedding. And so I think it's totally acceptable. I've been to some dry weddings this past year that were so much fun. One of my favorite weddings in the past year that I photographed was a dry wedding. And let me tell you, everybody was out on the dance floor. The DJ was doing an amazing job making it a fun time. It can be really expensive to provide alcohol for 150 plus guests at your wedding. So if you want to have a dry wedding, I think it's awesome, and I don't think people should make such a big deal about it. I just think that it's something that should be communicated ahead of time. Have you ever been to a dry wedding? Let me know in the comments what you think. Wedding hot take number 6 is that family portraits are going to be one of the most important photos of your wedding day. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh my gosh, we just have to get through those family portraits. Let's quickly take them, or we gotta get these over with. I feel the same way on a wedding day because a lot of times getting all these big groups together can be tough, but these are many of the few times that your family's gonna get together and have a professional photo. And these are gonna be the photos that are gonna hang on everyone's walls for years to come, the photos that you're gonna look back on relatives that may pass on in later years. And so as much as people dread those family portraits on a wedding day, those are one of the most valuable photos you're gonna take away from your wedding. So please don't just push it aside. It is gonna be something you treasure later on. In the same vein of the photos and what you actually end up enjoying, my wedding hot take number 7 is that detail photos are overrated. I'm sorry, I'm a wedding photographer. Of course, I love my good flat lays and detail shots, but really, like, is that really the memories that everyone wants to treasure for years to come? Like, does anyone really need to remember what perfume the bride was wearing or what the cufflinks looked like that the groom had on? Like, no, those tend to be the photos that people just don't really look back on later on. And so it's nice to grab a few detail shots, but I really think they're so overrated. As creative as you can get, as fun as they can be, they're really not photos that are gonna be important to you in the long run. And so get a couple detail shots, but focus on the candid moments, the times of you getting ready with the people that you love. Those are the memories that you're gonna wanna always have to remember. My wedding hot take number 8 is that receiving lines are the worst. Please do not do a receiving line for your wedding. I promise you, it is horrible. Like, you just got married, you want to enjoy, celebrate, and just this long line of people and just the constant small talk conversations. It's not fun for anyone. Don't do a receiving line. Make opportunities in your reception. You can chat with your DJ about how you can spend time with your guests and make sure to chat with everybody or get a photo with everyone. Do not do a receiving line. Just start partying as soon as you get married. Start enjoying it. There's other things that you can do besides waiting for a long line of people and you're standing there sweaty and just tired already and you want to sit down, you want to eat something. Don't do a receiving line. Please, I'm begging you. This hot take may be the most important one, and I want to know what you think about it in the comments. But in my opinion, Irish goodbyes are the only way to leave a reception. There are so many times that I see couples ready to enjoy their time on the dance floor. They are celebrating this wedding that they've planned and worked so hard for, and now they're getting stuck in conversation after conversation with guests as they're coming up to them telling them that they're leaving. This is so unnecessary, and it pulls the couple away from this party that they've planned and worked so hard for. So I think that everyone should do an Irish goodbye at the wedding, especially if your bride and groom are on the dance floor. Don't pull them out of that fun. They know that you had a great time. You can send them a selfie of you having a fun time at their wedding and thank them later. You do not have to approach the bride and groom when you're leaving the wedding, especially if it's a wedding of 100 guests or more. Absolutely not necessary. And it's honestly just annoying. Wedding hot take number 10 is that weddings shouldn't have more than 150 guests. I mean, really, are you actually close with more than 150 people? Tell me honestly. I know some of you may let me know in the comments that you have big families, and I completely understand. I just think that it's not really manageable to have a big event with more than 150 people and actually really enjoy it with all of them. Especially if you don't have an unlimited budget, like most of us, it's just gonna be a big expense to have more than 150 guests, and the amount of enjoyment that you're gonna get out of having more people probably is not gonna be worth it. In fact, the smaller, I think, the better. Do you have any wedding hot takes? Let me know in the comments, and I wanna hear if you disagree with me on any of these 10 that I just shared. Make sure to like and subscribe so that we can help a lot more brides plan their special day. If you enjoyed this video, here's another one I think you'll like.